So when I'm driving around a neighborhood and I've gotten a lead on a building, one of the things that I like to do is I like to drive around the building, and there's a lot of things that the exterior of a building can tell you just by driving around it. So a couple pointers are how many doors are on the front. You know, that'll tell me whether it's a 2-family, 3-family, 4-family. Sometimes you look at a bigger building and it's got a single doorway in the front, it's got a common stairway, and then those will have, you know, sometimes 4 units, 6 units, 12 units. So that's the first thing I'm looking at, is how big is the building? And then the next thing I'm looking at is how's the facade taken care of? You know, is the painting look nice on it, or is it chipping away? You know, what's the condition of the door? Does it have window units on the front? If it does have window units, that's telling me that they don't have central air. They might have forced air furnaces, but they don't have central air. And so that's just going to be an expense that you're going to have to calculate in the back of your mind as you're kind of underwriting this building from the outside. One of the other things that I look for when I walk around a building is I'm looking at the tuck pointing if it's brick. And so here's what I mean by that. So these bricks have these joints where you're separating all the bricks, and you can see that the mortar is filled in right here, but it's come out right here, right here, right here. So you know that that needs to be tuck pointed. So that's one of the things that I look for. Another thing that I look at is the windows themselves. So you can see on these windows that these are newer vinyl windows because of how they've been wrapped. You can see the white plastic on it, storm windows, the screens. So that's another good way to tell whether a building has new windows or old wood windows on it. The other things that I'm looking for, and you know, here we're just driving down alleys, is I'm looking at, does it have condensers that are in the back? If it has condensers in the back, that's going to tell me that it is central air. I look to see if it has a parking pad in the back of the building, or does it have a garage? And if it does have a garage, is it a full garage, or does it simply have the frame of a garage in the front of it and then it's open on the sides of it? That all is going to affect your valuation from an appraisal standpoint. The other thing that you can look for when you're driving around a building is to look at the electric meter box that's on the side of the building or on the back of the building. That meter box is going to tell you whether the electric's been updated recently. If you can't find a meter box on the side or the back of the building, that's probably going to tell you that the meters are actually on the inside of the building, which means that that electric probably hasn't been updated in quite some time. Now, when looking at those meter boxes, that's also going to be a dead giveaway on how many units are in that building. So the more meters, specific little round meters that you see that are in that meter box, that'll tell you, you can count those up literally from your car on how many units are in that building. So those are just a couple little tips that kind of tell you how to look at a building from the outside without actually going in it to help you underwrite your building. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch videos about my passion. If you want to learn more about it, please hit the subscribe button and like button below. If you have any comments or any suggestions, questions, please put them in the comments section. I would love to hear back from you.